Hey, welcome back to video number 7. We're going to talk about writing your JV proposal. Now, before we actually write an example of a JV proposal and show you kind of where you need to go and how and why, it's not just one proposal, but several different emails of contact, I want to talk about the concepts first, and then I'll show you it in action, all right? So first things first, now that you have the data that you need to write a JV proposal and make sure that you're in the right mindset of writing a JV proposal, you can take what you learned about the possible JV partner and then, of course, customize it fully. So kind of going back to all the questions that we've asked. What products are they promoting? What products do they have and that they are selling themselves? What does their list like? What products are they not promoting? Stuff like that is crucial because then you can apply it to your JV proposal. So by customizing it, rather than sending out and blasting out 10, 20 different JV proposals at a time and hoping somebody is going to say yes, instead of that, and by customizing it and making it more personable, you increase your JV acceptance rate. Now, one tip is to be personal, meaning address the person's name, not hey you or hey webmaster, or even not addressing the person's name, because the name of a person is important. Of course, by this point, you should have at least contacted at least 4 to 5 times. It doesn't have to be, a long email. In fact, short emails are fine. In fact, what you could do is buy their product and respond to them and say, hey, I love your product. I love this product. I love this and this, this. And then another email you could send out and be like, hey, I tested your product. I actually got it to, I got a case study that even you could use if you want to, or here's a testimonial, and just start, actually making contact. So hopefully by this point, they already know you. All right. So if you think about a dating relationship or even a regular friendship with somebody that you do not know, sometimes it takes 4 to 5 times to actually build somewhat of a relationship. Even with trying to convert a sale, if you think about it, sometimes it can take anywhere from 9 to 12 times to actually get somebody to buy, right? It's because you're building that relationship. And that's something that most people just don't do. So right now, I can tell you right now that you are way ahead than most people. So with that said, the beginning of the proposal is the most important part, just like a headline is the most important part of a sales letter. It's really what pulls someone in. So let me go ahead, let's write one, and let me show you. So my goal right now is to show you that you don't necessarily have to copy the exact words that I use, but you kind of want to have an idea of how to go about the process. So you would do this if and only if the JV is very big. So it means they have a big list, they have a big customer list, and they have a wide network of access to other JVs. And the reason being is because they're so busy. And a lot of times they're so busy that they just don't have time to look through every JV proposal. So because they're so busy and they're so big, typically on a given day, they can get anywhere from 5 to 10 proposals. So as you can imagine, they're just going through and trying to find the best one. And that's why if you have a relationship with them already built with them, either you've talked to them via email or even you've talked to them via a seminar or a live meeting, then you have a higher chance and if they have a good impression of you and you have a good impression of them, and it's a two-way relationship street, then that's going to help out as well. Now, as you can see here, email 1, buy their product and respond. Email 2, and these are not everyday emails. You want to spread them out. Week later, show them that you use their product and maybe give them examples, give them a testimonial, give them the ability to create a case study out of it. so they know that you've actually been proactive. Email 3 could be, you promote their product as an affiliate to your list, to Facebook ads or whatever. Show them that you're actually an affiliate as well. The law of reciprocation will actually fall into place, especially if you begin to make sales for them. Email 4, you can give them positive feedback. Don't stroke their ego or be manipulative. Just be genuine and true. And give them positive feedback. Give them feedback on what could be improved, but don't be mean about it. Email 5 can be something like, show them your sales page, your product, your affiliate program, even hire them to give you advice. And a lot of times, if you can get somebody to just look at your product or even jog ideas about how your product can impact their list, that will begin to open their eyes. Email 6, you could show them your conversion stats. And, if a lot of times, if you have conversion stats, you can simply go from here to here to here. You can skip most of this here. But the reason why you do a lot of this is because maybe you don't have conversion stats. Maybe you don't have a list, but you have a really good product. You're either maybe a good software programmer or you're a video creator, or you have a good product that is unique, that is not created by anybody else. It's unique. And if anything, you can say something like this. So if you've done all the above, then you can say something like this. Hey, name, I noticed you, hey, let's say it's Bob. Hey, Bob, I noticed you promote X product last week. I have a product that I think your list will like, and here's why. When I bought your product X weeks ago and tested it out, it dawned on me that my product that I'm actually producing right now would really complement your product, and here's why. Plus, on your blog or your forum or the community, I noticed that a lot of people made comments about maybe this stuff here. So I really think your customers and subscribers would love it. And I would be willing to give your list an discount, maybe a 50% discount for 3 days. Was wondering if you had time to check it out. Now, if you think about it, this email here caters to them because it talks about their lists. Stroking someone's ego or being manipulative or anything like that, that just turns people off. A lot of JVs and super JVs, they are very good business people. So they know their numbers and everything like that. So what it comes down to is your product going to help their list? So if you say, I have a product I think your list will like, and here's why. So you want to go ahead and explain that. And you might want to even break these down into like 2 different emails. The one thing I will say is annoying is if somebody emails you with this long, super email and you're just so busy that you just ignore it. And if it's short and sweet and straight to the point, or even if it's in a video and you call them out by name, that has worked as well. And you said, when I bought your product, I tested it out and it dawned on me it would complement your existing product. And then you use social proof and you say, okay, I saw people on your list making comments about blah. And that's why I think your customers and subscribers will love it. So you're really focused on their list. And the reason why that stands out is because you're not really saying, hey, I think my product is going to make a lot of money for you, which is important, but that tends to fall suit, assuming that your product actually will be something their list likes. And that stands out because most people, they don't say that. They just say, we got this product, you get 50% commission, it's going to make you a lot of money. That's what everybody says. So if you know what everybody says, you can totally avoid that. All right. So this is not something that you have to do. You don't have to write it this way. This is just a starting point. And like I said, you don't have to do this. You could skip to this if you have conversion stats. And especially if you have somebody promote and then they do really well, and you can even approach that person and say, hey, can you be my JV broker? I'll give you 10% of every sale that somebody else brings in. You know, at the end of the day, even if you're gaining 25 or 30%, a super affiliate can actually bring a lot of sales. So if you can turn those affiliates that did really well into JV brokers, that's another route that you can go through as well. All right, so with that said, let's move on to video number 8.